your reaction to the move and to what he brings to that club?
Well, hopefully with his new contract, he can upgrade his Wi-Fi, because that was a little sketchy on there with the, come on, OEL, get some Wi-Fi going. Well, it was standard definition there. Anyway,
phenomenal.
He was awesome to play with. He's a great guy. He's a great player. He's smooth, slick, puck moving, really good from the point, like especially on the power play. I think there's a couple clips in there, but he's really good at just getting that wrister through from the power play. You always had to, when you were in the net, you had to know when he had the puck on his stick, you had to always be ready, because he had that slick wrister that he could just fire in there with good velocity. So I think this is a great pickup by Florida. Florida's obviously had their great run this year. They're still a great hockey team poised. And yeah, I mean, he's a great hockey player, and they got him at a good price as well.
What about the emotional side of this? I look at the bottom line there. Bought out by Van on June 16. Signs the one-year deal with Florida. Very reasonable hit there. What does it say? Because I remember when OEL was in the desert and he was being called a superstar. This league is a tough league emotionally. Where does this put him?
Yeah, I mean, it's no one, I shouldn't say no one ever wants to get bought out, because there's Rick DiPietro, I'm sure doesn't mind getting bought out, but it is difficult, because everyone's proud, and everyone is, and he's a great hockey player, but it's a business, and so sometimes things happen, and Vancouver's going in a different direction, but this gives him an opportunity to go to a team like Florida, a really good team. Florida's not a terrible place to live either.
No.
But he's then able to go to Florida and sign for a great cap hit, because he's also getting paid by Vancouver. So he doesn't need to necessarily go get what maybe he's worth. He can now go to a team and add to them for less of a cap hit. So, you know, Florida's in a much better position to win than Vancouver is right now. So if I'm him, I'm going to forget about the buyout and be happy that I get to go play for the Panthers.
It tells you what the Panthers are thinking, too. As we saw those two highlighted players, boy, did they give it their all in that run to the Stanley Cup final. What's your interpretation of this move by the Florida Panthers? What does it tell you about how they see their club?
Well, I think, like you said, they're still in a great position to win. And they were a better team than an 8th seed last year, which they showed in the playoffs.
No doubt.
And I think these teams get these opportunities to add these players on these buyout situations, where now you're getting great players for cheap, because they don't care, because they're getting paid anyway. And they're going to go to teams that they think have an opportunity to win. So OEL signing with the Panthers tells everybody that he thinks they're ready to win a Stanley Cup, and that's why he went there. So I think that says all you need to know about where the Florida Panthers are right now.